In this session, I will show you how to customize your toolbar for Smart Notebook 11. First of all, you'll notice that we have double toolbars up here at the top, and they are contextual they're a contextual menu. So if I click on the Pens tool, the contextual panel opens up and I have lots of other options for the pens. Likewise, if I click on the Text tool, the contextual panel opens up for the text tools, and so I have lots of other options. All of these things can be customized. If I come up to the menu bar and choose View and Customize Toolbar, which is about halfway down, I'm going to get this floating bar that opens up. Once this this window is open, I can now drag and drop things from my toolbar that I want to add or remove, either way. So, for example, if I want to take off or I want to remove the delete button here. Let's say I never use that, so I'm just going to remove it and drop it down here. That leaves an open space now on my menu bar where I can drag other things. So let's say that I often use the full screen mode. I can now drag the full screen icon and drop it in that open space. And maybe I want the screen shade to actually come first. So I can move those around like this. And I can rearrange any of these whichever way that I want them to go. Okay, so that is how you can add or remove things from your toolbar. One thing that I would suggest is if you don't have a smart document camera, you probably want to remove it from your menu bar, from your toolbar up here at the top. So here's where I dragged that one down. Transparent background is one that I use often, so that's one I would drag and drop up. And you'll notice if you get the full blue up and down over both, the top and the bottom, it will give you a large menu item. Let me just drag this one back and redo it. If I just want a small menu or tool, I'm going to just drag it so that it looks like this, and it'll put it on the bottom row instead of taking up the bottom and the top to give me a larger icon. So I encourage you to play around with this. You can always come back to the bottom and click Restore Default Toolbar, and it'll put it back, everything back as it was in the beginning. Notice here I am on that was on the Actions panel here. I also have a Toolbar panel. So this is for the Tools panel. So if I wanted to remove the crayon tool and add the calligraphic pen, that's where I would go to do that. So I would encourage you to play around with some of these. Another option that you can do, you see this Restore Default Tool Properties button down here at the bottom. If I have gone in and clicked on the text, and I want my text to always be Comic Sans size 24, the way that I set that was I clicked on the selection here, then I went to the Properties tab, which is the fourth one down on the side tabs, and this is where I can change it. So I want to make it, I'll go 36. Once I've made a change to the color, the font, or the size, I have the Save Tool Properties button at the bottom. I'm going to select that, and now you notice that my button, that tool button there has changed. So if I wanted to undo all of that and reset it back to the default, I would do that by going to View from the menu bar and going about halfway down, Customize Toolbar. And then I'm going to go to the bottom of that window and select Restore Default Tool Properties. And that makes all of the properties for each of these tools go back to the default.